hi, Miss Coates. Just so you know, my sister's doing a cheerleading class upstairs. So if you hear thumping, that's what it is. So I guess I'll just show you my box. Okay, so this is the front. My artist's name is Aaron Draplin. I did it in his favorite font. I honestly forgot what the name of it was, but I'll put it on the slide. And then I put like a few of his like favorite things on here, and it looks really bad. But over here I have like a snowboard and snow goggles because when he was little he really liked to snowboard, and in the beginning of his career that's what he did. He made like art for snowboards and snowboard magazines. And then he had a little wiener dog. I'm not sure if his dog's dead or not, but I put it on here because he talks about his dog Gary a lot. And then he makes his own notebooks and he sells notebooks. And he said in interviews, and he has a list of everything he likes on his website, and he said that he likes to make lists and write notes, and he likes notebooks. So instead of putting a notebook in his like present, I put stuff related to notebooks on the box. So I kind of just like wrote like what he would do during the day. So yeah, Aaron really likes kind of like simple artwork. Some like half of his stuff is like super simple. It's kind of like the same thing, and some of it's actually like kind of detailed. No like super detailed stuff, but like it's kind of like a little blocky, I guess how you could say. Like it's simple, but it's detailed. But he really likes thick lines, and it's in most of his work is like thick, simple lines, like blocky, stuff like that. Okay, so I'll show you the first artwork. So here's the first artwork, or here's the first picture. And I now can't find it. That's nice. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. So the title is, okay, so there isn't a title, but I called it the art show and pop-up poster because there was like some writing on the top. It was just kind of dates and stuff, or I guess it was like a show or something. All his artwork is done on Adobe, but at this point in time I didn't have that, so I just painted everything. Half of it's like water paint because I didn't have acrylic paint at the time, and then I got acrylic paint, so like half of it's acrylic, half of it's not. This one is acrylic. Again, you can see it's kind of like simple. I did a really bad job, but you can see there's different like shades of like brown. It's usually like just like thick like lines. You know, thick lines like all about, like it's super simple. And like he has this like sunset, and he does that a lot in some of his artwork. Okay, so we will go to the next one. Okay. Here's another one. This title is called All Tiny Creatures. Again, this was done on the computer, but I had to do it with paint. This is a little one of his detailed artworks. There is more, like this is like an easy one because I can't paint, so I just did an easy complicated one, I guess. And again, you can see, I mean, it's not really like super thick, but he's got like, you know, thick simple lines, kind of like, just like, it's kind of like blocky. You know, simple objects, not really like super detailed, and there's no like texture to it, I would say. We'll go to the next one. Here's this one. This one, it looks really bad because I had to do this with watercolor. This one is called Thick Lines. Again, really simple, but it's one of like his more like it's like the design that he does the most. I also did it the wrong way. It's like the yellow, it was supposed to go this way, but, or like the sunset was supposed to go like down here, and good enough, I guess. But again, you can see the thick lines, and it's really simple. And then we will go to the next one. And here's this one. This is called Space Shuttle. Again, it was done on the computer, but I didn't have anything to do that with. Here is the same kind of thing that he usually does with all his artwork. He has like the same colors. Usually it's like sunsets and stuff, but this one it kind of looks like it's you know, the spaceship's like coming in and there's like fire and whatever. You can obviously see like, you know, thick lines. It's super simple, all that kind of stuff. And then I guess I will show you the back. Okay, sorry, just on my foot. So here's my tin. Again, it looks really bad. A lot of these are kind of simple, but I feel like they describe him very well. I feel like the second one, when he was a kid, he loved the snowboard, and in the beginning of his career, he designed snowboards and did stuff for the Snowboard magazine. Another one I think is very important is Aaron is very family oriented. He's very close to his family, especially his dad, and he also has a girlfriend. I'm not sure if they're married now or not, or if they have kids, but it was, the information I was able to find is kind of old, so I'm not very sure. And then I would say the number 6, he is very down to earth and very straightforward. I watched a few videos on him and like his interviews and stuff, and you know, like, and like reading his website, he's not really professional, I would say, in the way he talks. He cusses a lot. But he does sound very down to earth, and he seems very straightforward in what he says. He says what he thinks, and that's it. And that's it for my box. I put this like notebook paper in there because, again, like at the beginning of the video, I said that he's really into notebooks and making lists, and he sells notebooks. So instead of giving him a notebook and one of his presents, I kind of put it on the box, and it came out worse than I expected, but I guess it was the best I could do with what I had. We'll go on to the presents. Okay. So the first one was an orange Dukes of Hazzard hoodie, but it's in the wash. So I don't have it with me right now. But it says in an interview and on his website that his favorite color is orange, so that's one of the main reasons why I gave him the hoodie. And he enjoys like movies and enjoys like cars, and The Dukes of Hazzard is like, or I guess it's not really a movie, but it has cars in it, and he is country, and it is like a country TV show, so that's one reason why I gave it to him. The next one, his parents were really big Coke drinkers. I don't have Coke, but I have Pepsi. I mean, I think it's close enough to the same thing. And it's his favorite drink besides water. And also, he had a list on his website of his favorite things, so, and there wasn't really a lot of information about him, so I just kind of took most of my presents off of that, and like other stuff that he said in interviews. So here's a can of Pepsi for him. It's cold. He said he liked cold Coke, so there's this one. Here is some Lego people. Now, as a kid, he loved Legos, and he loved Star Wars, but I didn't have any Star Wars Legos like I thought I did. But here's some of my little sister's like Lego toys, so I used those as one of his presents. So yeah. And then in one of his interviews, he was asked what his favorite like computer like technology was and everything, and he said Apple products. So I gave him an Apple phone. It's really the box for my phone, but it's okay. So yeah, he uses all Apple products. He says that he's always had Apple phones. He uses an Apple computer to do his artwork. So yeah. And then we'll do these over here. Sorry, I'm a mess, but that's okay. So here is like a short story of horror stories, I guess. And then in college, he was in an English class, and he said in an interview about like what he would do if, you know, he wasn't doing graphic design and stuff like that, that he would either be doing like woodwork or maybe be an author. He said when he was in college, he took an English class, and he would like write like stories, and he would use his family as characters and stuff like that. So yeah, I gave him this, and he said that he, again, in his website where he is his like favorite stuff, like literally it's a list of like his favorite things and his worst things and his quotes and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. But he said that he likes books, so I gave him a book as well. Okay, now for the last one. He really didn't say anything. I couldn't find really anything on it except on that list. He said that he likes bad artwork, or bad wildlife artwork to be more specific. So I literally took this off my wall because we have like millions of these on our walls, and I don't like them, so I'm gonna consider this bad artwork, especially wildlife artwork. But I think that's it. So I hope you have a good day, and I hope you don't fail me. Okay, goodbye.